A gang leader in Haiti has warned that the chaos engulfing the capital, Port-au-Prince, will lead to civil war and genocide unless Prime Minister Ariel Henry steps down. Haiti's capital is largely controlled by gangs, headed by a former elite police officer known as Barbecue, considered one of Haiti's most powerful gang leaders, and its prime minister is locked out of his own country and faces pressure to resign. Heavily armed gangs have grown more powerful than Haiti's weak government and now control more than 80% of the capital. This is according to the United Nations. All this while the Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry is struggling to stay in power as he tries to return home, where gang attacks have shuttered the country's main international airport and freed more than 4,000 inmates in recent days. As of midday on Wednesday, Henry remained in Puerto Rico, where he landed the day before after he was barred from landing in neighboring Dominican Republic because officials there closed the airspace to flights to and from Haiti. Locked out of his own country for now, Henry appears to face an impasse as a growing number of officials call for his resignation or nudge him towards it. The latest attacks began last Thursday as Prime Minister flew to Kenya to push for the UN-backed deployment of a police force to fight these gangs. Heavy gunfire has echoed daily in the capital, overwhelming government forces. Government officials imposed a 3-day nightly curfew that began on Monday in an effort to help curb the violence, with most residents already staying indoors at night for self-protection. But the question is, why is there a sudden surge in violence in Haiti? Some of Haiti's most powerful gang leaders say their goal is bringing down Henry, the Prime Minister. The country has failed to uphold parliamentary and general elections in the recent years, and there are no elected officials. Henry was sworn in as Prime Minister with the backing of the international community after the July 2021 assassination of earlier president. The latest round of attacks began in late February after Henry pledged to hold long-awaited general elections by mid-2025. On Saturday, gunmen overwhelmed the main penitentiary in the Port-au-Prince capital and another nearby prison, freeing more than 4,700 inmates in a raid that left several people dead. Now let's try and understand who is responsible for these latest attacks in Haiti. Jimmy Cherzier, or Barbecue, is a former elite police officer who is one of Haiti's most powerful gang leaders. He announced as gunmen began to attack infrastructure that he would try and capture the country's police chief and government ministers. 4 police officers were killed when their stations came under siege. Cherzier said last summer that he would fight any international armed force if they committed abuses, and he urged Haitians to mobilize against the government. Other gang leaders also appear to be involved in recent attacks. Johnson Andre, best known as Izo, and leader of the 5 Seconds gang, appears in a video posted on TikTok wielding a heavy mallet in his right hand as he pretends to punch his face with his left hand. Izo's gang is considered an ally of G-PEP, arch enemy of Barbecue's gang federation, but alliances have been shifting in recent days. Barbecue is leader of a gang federation known as G9 Family and Allies, and he has previously launched powerful attacks that have crippled the country. In late 2022, he seized control of an area surrounding a key fuel terminal in the capital of Port-au-Prince for almost 2 months. So the question is, why have gangs in Haiti grown so powerful? An estimated 200 gangs exist in Haiti, with 23 main ones believed to be operating in the metropolitan area of Port-au-Prince. Up until recent years, they controlled some 60% of the capital, a number that has grown since then to 80%. Smuggled firearms and ransom payments to kidnappers have allowed gangs to become more financially independent. That has increased their power as the state has weakened, and an underfunded and under-resourced police department has been unable to contain them. Present-day gangs enjoy a much higher degree of military capacity than those a decade ago, as they have acquired high-caliber weapons like .50 caliber sniper rifles, .308 rifles, and even belt-fed machine guns. Now the question is, who is Ariel Henry, the Prime Minister? The 74-year-old neurosurgeon who trained and worked in southern France got involved in Haitian politics in the early 2000s when he became leader of a movement that opposed then-president. He was an integral part of Haitian political scene ever since then till 2015 when he all but disappeared due to political skirmishes. He was serving as a political consultant and working as a professor at Haiti's Medical University until he was installed as Prime Minister shortly after the July 2021 assassination of the president. So why are people demanding that Henry must resign? Henry has faced calls for resignation ever since he was sworn in as Prime Minister with the backing of the international community. Those demanding that he step down include gangs vying for political power and Haitians who are angry that general elections have not been held in nearly a decade. They also note that Henry was never elected and does not represent the people. Henry has served the longest single term of any Haitian Prime Minister since the country's 1987 constitution was established. In February 2023, he formally appointed a transition council responsible for ensuring that general elections are held, calling it a significant step towards the goal. But elections have been repeatedly delayed as gang-related killings and kidnappings surge across the country. Last year, more than 8,400 people were reportedly killed, injured, or kidnapped, more than double the number reported in 2022. Now, apart from the pressure from the gangs, international pressure is also building up. The United States on Wednesday called Henry to expedite a political transition and hold elections, and the UN is calling the situation untenable.
Last weekend's mass prison breakout has been described by Haitian officials as a lethal threat to national security. More than 4,500 inmates are now known to have escaped, among them prominent gang members, as well as those arrested in connection with the assassination of late President Jovenel Moïse. The break followed coordinated gang action against national institutions with the stated aim of bringing down the government. This situation is beyond untenable for the people of Haiti.
Haiti, the Western Hemisphere's poorest nation, has been in turmoil for years, and the 2021 presidential assassination plunged the country further into chaos. No elections have taken place since 2016, and the presidency remains vacant. A sorry state for citizens of any country. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comment section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.